Hello students, good morning. Myself Rita Das. Again I am here to present my video. Those who are new for my channel, please subscribe my channel. If you like my video, then you can share it also. Today I am going to teach you the third chapter of the supplementary book, The Midnight Visitors. In The Midnight Visitor, we have to first know about the author. Robert Arthur, who was born November 10, 1909, he was a writer of speculative fiction known for his work with the Mysterious Traveler radio series and for writing The Three Investigators, a series of young adult novels. Arthur was honored twice by the Mystery Writers of America with an Edgar Award for the Best Radio Drama. He also wrote scripts for television such as The Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock's TV show Alfred Hitchcock's Presents, and he was died May 2nd, 1969. After knowing about the author, we have to know about the introduction of the poem. Oswald is a secret agent. He is expecting to get an important paper. Max, an intruder, enters his room. He wants to get that paper from Oswald. He has a pistol in his hand. Oswald, being quite normal, plays upon a trick on Max and gets him killed without any frightening and shooting. The Midnight Visitors. Before starting the story, we have to know the main characters of the. In this story, there are three main characters, and the first was the Oswald. Oswald is an interesting character. He is the central character of the story. He is a secret agent. He is unlike other agents. He is a very fat man. He is not at all smart and physically tough. And next, Max was the another secret agent and a rival and enemy of Oswald. He is slender, a little less than tall. He appears crafty and has a countenance of a fox. There is nothing especially menacing about him except his pistol. He enters Oswald's room to take away a very important paper concerning some new missiles. Third character was Follower. Follower is a young and romantic writer. He wants to write a book on detectives. Follower forms a very romantic and grand pictures of a secret agent in his mind. He finds Oswald not cracking pistols or surrounded by dark-eyed beauties like James Bond. He feels let down after meeting Oswald. Now, some difficult words are there. Gloomy means nearly dark. Chuckled means laughed quietly. Passively means just well enough. Wheezed means spoke, breathing noisily and heavily. And missiles means weapons directed by remote control automatically. Now we have to explain the chapters. Here, in the starting of the story, it started with the follower who was a young romantic writer. He came to meet a secret agent, Oswald, in his office. Actually, he wanted to collect necessary materials for his book on secret agents. Like all people, he had set up in his mind a romantic pictures about the secret agent, but when he met with Oswald, he became upset. Oswald was not looking from any angle as a secret agent. He was not fit for the secret agent. Oswald's office was in a small room on the sixth and top of the musty and gloomy hotel. He was a sloppy, fat man. He had an American accent. Oswald told follower that he had a very important paper about the missile, something that paper will affect the history. Both of them reached to the Oswald's room. Oswald opened the lock and switched on the light. Suddenly he saw Max was standing in the room with a pistol in his hand. Follower had his first authentic thrill of the day. He saw a man with a pistol in his hand. Oswald was stunned to see Max in his room with a pistol in his hand. Suddenly, he had a idea. Thought Max was in Berlin. How Max was a slender, crafty, and had the face of a fox. Max demanded important paper related to missiles, which was in the custody of Oswald. Suddenly, Oswald thought of a plan how to escape from Max. He told Follower and Max that his balcony below the window had become a big trouble for him. It was second time in a month somebody had entered in his room from the balcony. It was not his balcony. It was belonged to his neighbors. Max told that he did not know about balcony. He had entered the room by a pass key. Max told that balcony will be helpful for him from escaping. Max was standing straightly just near the Oswald. He was pointing his pistol to Oswald and demanding paper. Soon he heard a knocking sound at the door. At once Oswald told that it should be the police. He had appointed police for extra protection. Police would check any time and he would shoot also. Max became nervous. Follower also jumped aside. Max gave threatening to Oswald to send the police, otherwise he would shoot him. Again knocking sound came. It was louder. Max jumped from the window to escape from the police, but he was killed himself. He fell from the sixth floor. There was no balcony. The door opened and waiter came with a bottle and two glasses in a tray. Actually, he was not police, it was waiter. When whom he ordered, follower became white-faced. He was assured that Max would not come. He was dead. Now, the follower get his thrilled pictures. After the explanation, we have to know the summary of the chapter. Follower is surprised to see a secret agent, Oswald, who is too fat to be a secret agent. Oswald tells him that he was going to get on important paper for which many men have risked their lives. When both of them reached Oswald's room, Follower is scared to see a man standing in the room. Max, who is tall and thin man and is holding an automatic pistol in his hand. He had entered his room by using a key to take the report concerning a new missiles. Oswald, sensing the danger, fabricated a story about the non-existent balcony, which Max believed to be true. Oswald complained that it was due to the balcony that somebody had entered his room the second time. After some time, there was knocking at the door. Oswald again befooled Max by saying that it was the police who wanted to come inside to provide him extra protection. Max wanted to run away to avoid the police and jumped to his death into that non-existent balcony. After the summary, we have to know the message of this chapter. The message of this chapter is that we should not panic. Instead, we should take a step and face the situation with great presence of mind. In this chapter, when Oswald and young writer reached his room, they saw a man with the gun pointing towards them. Young writer was scared, but Oswald's presence of mind saved both lives by making a non-existent story of balcony. Instead of panicking, Oswald faced the situation with his mind. Now, the conclusion of the chapter is that whenever any problems comes in our life, we have to also think in a wise way and tackle the problem in a perfect way. Thank you.
We are